Saw this news about Coinbase and I was like, wow. This is impressive. We've been talking for a while about Coinbase, how it's like a stamp of approval whenever any coin gets listed on the platform. We were like, it's a stamp of approval. It usually has something called the Coinbase effect. And now they just came out and said something major is going to be happening with something called a crypto app store. So we're going to go over a lot of stuff in today's video. We're going to start off with market analysis, like always, talk about where the market's going, what's going on with a couple of key indicators such as the moving average. After that, we're going to go over the crypto app store from Coinbase, which is going to be huge. It's just massive. It's like when the App Store for the iPhone first came out. After that, we're going to go over some regulations, partnerships, a couple of things with Dogecoin, and a couple of other announcements for the next couple of days. So if you can, please be sure to like the video, subscribe. Let's see if we get this video up to 500 likes. Everyone's been asking about getting Tugboat on the live stream, my dog. Once we get this video to 500 likes, whether it's during the live stream or after, we will bring him on, let you guys can see him, see what's going on with him. Everyone always hears his snoring in the background because he's always right over here, and everyone always is like, what's going on? What's all that snoring? What's that lawnmower? And I'm like, it's just my dog. So if we get it up to 500 likes, we will bring him on. But anyways, let's just start off with the market and we'll get into the big announcement from Coinbase. So starting off, right now the market is down a little bit, down 3%, and there's been a lot of concerns over the last couple of days with what's going on in crypto. I've been seeing all your comments. I've been seeing, is it just a trap? Did we see just a breakout just to see the entire market go back down again? So right now, Bitcoin is at $34,624, just under the $35,000 mark. It's down about 3.4%. Ethereum's down 1.7%, but still both of these are holding pretty strong. Like Ethereum is still well above $2,000 per coin. Bitcoin is still well above 34,000. So even though we weren't able to stay above $35,000 per coin, you know what? It's not terrible news. We're looking at a couple of the indicators, though. It's not as good as it was the other day. So right now, in terms of the technical indicators, when we look at the 100-day moving average for the 4-hour chart, yesterday when we went live, we were talking, we had just crossed above this 100-day moving average, and you can see now we've dropped back down. So right now, in order for us to enter like a bullish pattern, see if we would be breaking out, we would need to see us stay above that $35,000 per coin range and see us break above this 100-day moving average, which we have dropped below right now. So many people are saying, you know what, looks like we're just consolidating between $35,000 per coin, where we have been for a while, and that's what a lot of top analysts are saying. And you know what, we have been doing that for a couple of weeks now, just consolidating between $35,000 and $40,000 per coin. So we're not going to really see a breakout until we see it either break above 40,000 and push our way higher. Either way, though, the big news this morning, a lot of big news with Coinbase. And if you can, please be sure to like the video. Let's see if we get this up to 500 likes. But the big news this morning comes with Coinbase, because Coinbase just revealed a major plan to reveal for a crypto app store. And this is important because Coinbase is like a stamp of approval. We've talked about this. Every time a coin is listed on Coinbase, it has something called the Coinbase effect. It goes up 90% on average. Didn't happen with Dogecoin, I get it, but on average, coins go up 90% when they're listed on Coinbase. In addition to this, every time a coin is listed on the platform, it gives it like a stamp of approval saying this is legitimate. We trust it. And whenever a coin is listed on Coinbase, people say, okay, this is the real deal. This isn't just a meme coin. This isn't just a nothing coin. This is the real deal. If Coinbase has listed it. And so now what Coinbase has said is that they are officially going to be moving into creating an app store, similar to what Apple did with the iPhone and mobile apps when they first launched that years and years ago. So they said, like the internet or mobile app store, we're seeing developers rush into the crypto space to use new tools, develop innovative use cases that they couldn't have imagined before. And so the problem is everyone's always asking, how is crypto going to be used? What are the use cases? How is it going to be used in real life? And the thing to keep in mind is that 5 years ago, 10 years ago, people, like 10 years ago when Bitcoin was first being created, no one would have ever thought of NFTs. No one would have ever thought of smart contracts. A lot of these things people didn't really have the ideas for, and they've been developed over time. So what Coinbase is saying is, look, we're going to create an app store, build the crypto app store, because just like Apple didn't try to build every single app for the iPhone, Coinbase can't build every single app or come up with every single use case for crypto. But what they can do is cultivate an environment where developers can easily get apps out to people and test new products out and see what works. Just like the App Store, people make apps every single day. There's tens of millions of apps, and people just try and create something, see if it works, and try to create and see what happens. Just that Coinbase is going to do the same thing, but for the crypto world, because right now Coinbase acts as like a stamp of approval. Like I said, they're a bridge into the crypto world for many people. It's a trusted platform, very easy to use, and so they act as a bridge. Now, what it's going to do is not only are you going to be able to trade crypto, buy and sell cryptocurrencies on the platform, but they're saying, look, we're going to always have our digital wallet. We're always going to have our all the coins that we are trying to list. But now what we want to do is build an app store so that developers can create thousands, millions of apps. And this is one of the many reasons why I love Coinbase and love their stock, first of all, because when you look at Coinbase right now, everyone says, first of all, the stock, they say it's overvalued. A lot of people say Coinbase is overvalued, but when you look at Coinbase, it's not just a crypto exchange. It is so much more than that. It's trying to be like the Apple of the crypto world. And so not only is it an exchange, but also they're trying to build a platform where people can develop apps. Other thing with Coinbase that I want to talk about is I've seen a lot of questions. You guys have been throwing these in the chat recently about Coinbase and specifically how they aren't going to be a big company in the future because of the high fees. Coinbase right now has really high fees for trading. Whether you're buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, they have high fees. No way around it. And everyone says, look, companies like Robinhood and other exchanges don't have any fees at all. It's commission free. So Coinbase is going to lose out on business to companies like Robinhood and other platforms because of that. But what we got to remember is that when we first looked at stock exchanges and brokerage apps, they weren't all commission free. Robin was the first one that pushed for commission free trading, and since then all the others have followed. So now that we also have Robinhood doing crypto trading completely for free, we're going to see Coinbase follow soon. And everyone was worried, well, how is Coinbase going to make money if they don't have their fees? Because these commission fees is how Coinbase makes their money. Well, there's so many more ways for Coinbase to be able to make money. They have this app store that they're building. They can do advertising on the platform. There's a lot of ways that they could still make money. And I think that what we'll see in the future is that the app store is going to be probably one of their biggest sources of revenue in the future. In addition to this, what they also came out and said in the article, which I will link down below, but they explained how they are going to be making a couple of key changes moving forward. The first is going to be making it easier for companies and projects and new coins to get approved for being listed on Coinbase. Because right now, most coins are not listed on Coinbase. They're getting to be more and more, but majority of cryptos out there are not listed on Coinbase. It is, the most prominent, the select few that are listed. But what they said is that moving forward, they're going to try and make this approach a lot easier so people can get listed on Coinbase a lot easier. They said, first of all, they're going to simplify inputs for their legal review from 70 questions to 12 questions. So they're still optimizing, making sure everything is compliant with laws in the US and where they are available, but it's going to be a lot easier. They also said that they're going to create an experimental zone for new assets. They said that they think people should be able to buy and sell any cryptos they want. If they want to buy a meme coin that maybe isn't the best, people should be able to do that. They know the risks, and as long as people are making educated decisions, investing in what they want, they said they should be able to do that. So they're trying to get it so they can approve coins faster for Coinbase. And the third thing is they said that they are going to also try and also embrace third-party interfaces and self-custody. So they said soon any app built on decentralized crypto rails will be accessible to users of the Coinbase app. They say our customers' wallet and identity should seamlessly integrate into any of these apps. And they said part of that change is going to be new wallet technologies and making sure that people can store all their crypto on the Coinbase wallet, Coinbase platform, but then they can access all these other different crypto apps. It's just like, they're really trying to make Coinbase the Apple of the crypto world. They're trying to be the one place where you can get, first of all, like Apple doesn't have an exchange, but Apple is a place where you can go to the App Store, get all these different apps, to then do everything. So without the iPhone, you couldn't do all of those other things. Like for obviously Android and Google Play, they have those. But for example, you couldn't get Uber without iPhone. If iPhone never made the App Store, you wouldn't have had Uber. If Apple didn't make the App Store, you wouldn't have had delivery apps. You wouldn't have had any of these things. So that's what Coinbase is trying to do. They're also trying to make it easier for coins to get listed on the platform, which I think is pretty exciting. Because right now I see a lot of people who are always commenting about how the problem with Coinbase is you can't always find some of these smaller coins that are seeing massive returns. They say that's the issue. For example, like Shiba Inu wasn't listed, and a lot of people in the chat I'd seen wanted to get involved with Shiba Inu, but they weren't able to, or wanted to get involved with Dogecoin for months, but they couldn't because it wasn't on Coinbase. So now Coinbase will have that, and people are asking again, how is Coinbase going to make money if they don't have commission fees? Well, Robinhood doesn't have commission fees. They still make money. They have they could either make money from their data, selling data. They can make money from advertising. They can make money lots of different ways. And Coinbase, ultimately, they're going to have to move away from commission trading and having fees, because that's what always happens with exchanges. They start off with having fees, but then there's a new competitor that comes into place that has commission free. And then if they get squeezed down, they all are going to, if one company offers commission free crypto trading, they're all going to have to do it, because ultimately that's a competitive advantage that another company has. If you can buy Bitcoin on one platform, pay zero fees, well, you're going to do that versus doing it on a platform where you're going to have to spend a significant fee. Coinbase fees are too much. Yeah, people are saying Coinbase fees are too much. That's why we are going to see them drop over time, and that's why I think it's great that they're going to be building this crypto app store. I think it's going to really be it's going to make Coinbase the center of the crypto world. It already is in a lot of senses. People trust Coinbase a lot, and it is a stamp of approval, but now they're just trying to make it the center of the entire crypto universe. Like if you want to have an app or something related to crypto, you want to have access to a certain project, well, you just go to Coinbase. That's what they're trying to do. Pretty exciting stuff. I did want to share this with you guys, but let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is going to work? How long do you think it's going to take for them to really make an app store, give developers tools to make projects? How long do you think that's going to actually take, and do you think it's going to be successful? I think it's going to be really successful, but we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. What's up, Luke? Bogusto, Stan, what is up? If you guys can, please be sure to like the stream. Let's see if we can get this one up to 500 likes. Helps me out a lot, and I will put timestamps down below for anyone who is new, anyone who's joining us later. And you know the deal. We always just put cryptocurrency and Bitcoin news as the title. Not trying to do any clickbait title. We are just covering what's going on every day in the crypto world. So I know a lot of you guys appreciate that, just not doing any crazy, insane titles, just trying to keep it simple. So make sure to just let me know in the chat if you guys do appreciate that, and let's get on. Next up is going to be what is going on with China. So right now there's a lot going on with China and crypto, a lot going on in the UK with crypto, and both of these stories are not too great for crypto. But so what we're seeing right now is officially a bunch of hydropower plants are up for sale in China, as crypto miners are officially gone. They're leaving China. That's really it. And right now, power plants aren't what you would expect to see listed on eBay or Craigslist. You would not expect when you're going to eBay to see an entire crypto and a power plant for clean energy listed on eBay or Craigslist. But that's what it is. We are seeing that, and it's pretty interesting because right now we are seeing that a lot of crypto miners in China are officially leaving. They have been banned. This is a sign that we are not seeing them come back. China has put a lot of bans in place before, a lot of things like this in place before, and we have always seen crypto miners really stay there. They've stayed there, they've come back, but now this is official. We are seeing places like, I could be saying it wrong, but Sichuan, China, and energy-rich areas, which have been hubs for Bitcoin mining, are now seeing mass companies just leaving entirely. And now we're seeing that as of last week, 26 Bitcoin mining farms were shut down in that one city in China alone. We're seeing them move to places like Texas, Florida, the UK. In addition to this, we're also seeing that the graphic cards. Everyone says Bitcoin mining is struggling right now because of this mass exodus from China. But what we're seeing right now is that also graphic card and that business is also in a bit of a weird situation right now, because what we're seeing is that the NVIDIA, one of the entry-level graphics cards that are used for Bitcoin mining, that's used for gaming also, but specifically Bitcoin mining, was selling for $375 on Monday. The product sold for almost $100 more in early May. So a lot of these companies that have been making graphics cards for Bitcoin miners, they're going to be struggling as well, because the demand has just been cut significantly as a lot of these Bitcoin miners have been forced to leave China. So that was just a quick story. I wanted to go over that. I know a lot of you guys just want to hear exactly about what's going on in crypto, but this is something that relates to it, because finally we are seeing people leave China, not coming back. They're going to be looking elsewhere. But other story, which is actually directly related to crypto prices, crypto market, what's going on there, is going to be what's going on in the UK, because 64 cryptocurrency firms have withdrawn applications to operate in the UK. And this is a big deal, because we've already seen that Binance was officially banned from doing business in the UK. Binance had to leave Ontario, Canada as well. And now we're seeing that 64 companies have withdrawn their applications with the Financial Conduct Authority in the UK, which is the association that they have to file with in order to do business if you're a crypto company. And what we're seeing is that 64 companies have withdrawn their applications. That is up from 51 in early June. So 13 to 15 more have already withdrawn applications within the last 30 days. And this is important, because any company that wants to do crypto-related business in the UK must register with the FCA, the Financial Conduct Authority. And seeing this mass number of withdrawals is a bit concerning, because right now only 6 firms have successfully registered with the FCA. And is this just the question is, what I'm thinking, is it just that this is bad news because companies are just sort of giving up on the UK to do business for crypto firms and they're just going to move elsewhere? Or is this good news because they're going to be moving to places like the US or maybe Australia or New Zealand or Canada? So what do you think about this situation? Me personally, I don't think it's great. Like, yes, we do have 6 firms that have already successfully registered to do business with the FCA in United Kingdom, but seeing a number of 64 companies that have already withdrawn their applications is something that is a bit concerning in my mind, because you don't like seeing when an industry is growing like crypto, you don't like to see so many companies leave a big population, which is, just with the UK. So we'll see what happens here. Either way, though, not great news that we have seen 64 companies withdraw their applications. But yes, Stan, thank you. I appreciate that in the chat. Moving on, let's talk about what is going on with... We'll go on to Bitcoin's price next. So right now, Bitcoin's price, everyone's talking about what is going on with the technicals. We briefly touched on this at the beginning of the videos, but right now, what's going on with Bitcoin is that we officially have dropped back down below the 100-day moving average on the 4-hour chart. When we look at the 50-day moving average, which is another key metric to look at. When we look at the 50-day moving average on the 4-hour chart, we are seeing that we are still above the 50-day moving average, which is a good sign. Either way, though, we would like to see it above the 100-day moving average and continue its way upwards. But the good news is right now for crypto is that we do have a strong support at $30,000 per coin, and we have a pretty strong resistance at about $36,000 per coin. So right now we have just been in that channel of between $30,000 and $35,000 per coin, and we've been there for quite a few weeks now. Ever since the beginning, like mid-May, we have been there since the beginning of like the second week of May. And right now, this is still good news because everyone got scared with everything coming out of China, all of the FUD coming from China, the UK, Canada, and so everyone got scared, and we saw a big reaction in the market initially, but now we're seeing things stabilize, level off, and that's just a good sign. That's a good sign moving forward. At least we have not really broken below. We did touch below 30,000 once, but ultimately we saw a lot of demand from institutions, from retail investors as soon as we touched about 29,000. So that's good news moving forward. That shows us that, look, As soon as we drop into the 29, the 28, any 20 something $1,000 range for Bitcoin, there is a lot of institutional demand. We saw the other day that Morgan Stanley purchased 28,000 shares of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, which was a great sign in terms of institutions getting involved with crypto. And so that was something very, very exciting. We also have seen that Goldman Sachs is officially trading crypto. We saw that ARK Invest officially said that they are going to be having a Bitcoin ETF. They filed it with the SEC. So there's a lot of positive news going on in terms of institutions showing that they're having more demand than before. Previously, institutions had been a little more hesitant on crypto. They still are, but the good news is that when we're seeing prices drop, we see companies like MicroStrategy, ARK Invest, and a lot of other institutions taking advantage of that opportunity, because many people are worried that we'll never see prices in the $20,000 per coin range again. Other people are saying, you know what, we're going to crash. Me personally, it's definitely possible to see the price drop to 25,000. Is it going to happen? You know what? The only way of knowing is we're going to have to give it some time, see what happens with the charts, see if we do have a sustained break below 30,000. But if we're looking at the charts right now, we have a very strong resistance at $30,000 per coin. We do. We definitely do. So even though we are having a bit of a downtrend over the last couple of weeks, last couple of months, last couple of weeks, we've been in that channel 30 to 35,000. We're still above the 50-day moving average on the 4-hour chart. We did cross the 100-day moving average on the 4-hour chart yesterday. So ideally, we would like to stay above that. We are a little below it. But if we could see a sustained break above this 100-day moving average, that would be a great sign for us entering a bull market like we have talked about. Either way, though, that's what's going on with Bitcoin's price. Also, if you guys are just joining us, make sure to like the stream. We talked about Coinbase earlier because Coinbase officially announced that they're going to be creating an app store, just like when Apple came out with the iPhone. So, and you got to remember, Apple, something that's interesting about this is Apple, when they first created the App Store, remember what types of apps were built on there? They were like the beer app where you could just pour your phone sideways and it would like pretend like you're drinking beer. Or there was like, the apps were very simple, not as exciting. And remember, before the App Store existed, Apple, and before like the iPhone, Apple was a great company, but nowhere what it is today. And I think that could be what this App Store does for Coinbase. It can take them from just being like a crypto exchange, which is great, to being an entire crypto ecosystem. Not just a place where you can buy and sell crypto, but a place where you could buy and sell crypto, access all of these different platforms. And I think it's something that could be really, really huge for DeFi, for NFTs, for crypto in the future. Like people right now, if they want to buy NFTs, yeah, there's a bunch of marketplaces you could go to, but it would be much easier if everything was just directly integrated with Coinbase. And that's what they're trying to do. So it's something that I'm excited about, but let me know what you guys think about that. Next up, let's talk about what is going on with two different countries and a couple things going on there. So first of all, I want to talk about something going on with Mexico, because this is pretty interesting. The other day, one of the richest people in Mexico, he's a billionaire, came out and said, look, he owns a bank. He owns Banco Azteca. He's the owner of Banco Azteca, and his net worth is $15.8 billion. He came out and said, look, everyone should have Bitcoin in their portfolio. He thinks fiat currency is essentially a fraud. It's garbage. And he said he was going to try and make his bank be the first bank to accept Bitcoin, accept crypto in Mexico. And he was very excited about this. He had confirmed that they were working on this. He had confirmed that personally he would put all his money, that he has 10% of his portfolio in Bitcoin, but if he had to put his money anywhere, he would bet on crypto long term. So he says that's what he would do. But the problem is right now, the Mexico's finance minister came out and said that they are prohibiting cryptocurrencies from being used in the financial system. So that means this person who wanted to get crypto integrated into the banking system in his bank, Banco Azteca, he said that now we can't do that. So he came out, he said that this is what I want to do, and then the regulators in Mexico came out and said that's not going to happen. Central Bank of Mexico, the finance secretary, said in a joint statement that the crypto assets are not legal tender in Mexico and are not considered currencies under current laws, so they can't be involved in any banking activities. In addition to this, they said that they warned financial institutions operating with them are subject to sanctions, and according to the official statement, it says the country's financial institutions are not authorized to carry out and offer to the public operations with virtual assets such as Bitcoin, Ether, XRP, and others in order to maintain a healthy distance between them and the financial system. Essentially, what's going on here is what's going on with every other country in the world. Almost every other country, not El Salvador, but almost every country in the world is getting worried about what's going on with crypto. They're getting worried about what's going on, and they're saying, look, we're getting worried about crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano. They're getting worried about them because they're saying that's going to take away from our fiat currency, our currency in our country, and we don't want that to happen. We see this with the prime example is with China. China has come out and said that they are banning all cryptocurrency trading activities. They're banning all crypto mining because it's a risk basically to their financial system and their digital yuan. They want to get their own central bank digital currency issued. So that's what we're seeing in China. And essentially we're seeing the start of this in other countries as well. Like in Mexico, they said that financial institutions are not authorized to carry out and offer virtual assets like Bitcoin or crypto. We've seen this in the UK. We spoke about this earlier. 64 cryptocurrency firms have withdrawn applications because it's so difficult to get approved by the FCA in the UK. So we're seeing this happen really all across the board. Many countries, some of the bigger countries are getting worried about cryptocurrency infringing and taking away from the traditional financial system. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. But it's interesting because the Mexican billionaire Ricardo Salinas came out just on Sunday, June 27th. He came out and said that he wants to make his bank accept Bitcoin. He wants to be the first bank to accept Bitcoin in Mexico. And then literally 48 hours later, the government in Mexico came out and said, not going to happen. No bank, no financial institutions are going to have crypto being allowed to be used as any form of currency. They cannot be integrated into the financial system. Interesting to see that we saw that change within 48 hours, that as soon as they saw a major name, a major bank in Mexico say they want to use Bitcoin, they came out, shut it down instantly. It was like, didn't even give them a chance. Shut it down right away. We'll see what happens there. Other country, big stuff going on is with India. India's actually been a pretty interesting country in terms of crypto recently because Indian investments in crypto have exploded from only from $200 million to $40 billion from just the last 12 months ago. So 12 months ago, crypto investments in India were only at 200 million. Now they're at 40 billion. It's still well behind like the US and China. But the important thing here is that according to a study from Bloomberg, they're saying that we're seeing a dramatic shift in India from younger investors wanting to invest in crypto rather than gold. Right now, a lot of people in India invest in gold. Gold is one of the biggest assets in India. It's like a gold-rich country. Households own more than 25,000 tons of gold. So it's surprising to see that a lot of people in India are moving towards crypto. It's mostly the younger demographic because according to a lot of people, they say, look, it's just so much easier. Far easier to invest in crypto than gold. Process is very simple. Investing in gold isn't as easy as just investing in crypto. All you do for crypto, go online, you download Coinbase, download like Webull, whatever you want to download and buy it right away. It's so easy. And they said one of the biggest barriers to entry though for Bitcoin and crypto in India right now is going to be with a couple of regulations. There have been a lot of, even though we have seen the entire crypto world grow exponentially in India from $200 million in crypto investments 2020 to now $40 billion in crypto investments in 2021, even though we have seen that dramatic increase, there have been a lot of regulatory concerns and a lot of regulatory uncertainty in India around the crypto world. Last year, the Supreme Court, there was a rule proposed to ban crypto trading by banking entities altogether in 2018. The Supreme Court shut that down, so it didn't happen. We saw like crypto trading increase, but ultimately, India and the government has come out multiple times proposing multiple laws to either ban cryptocurrencies altogether, to ban crypto trading, to ban Bitcoin in the banking system. We have seen a lot of these bans come in place. And so ultimately, a lot of the bigger players in India have stayed away from crypto because of this, because they're reluctant to speak about their holdings. They're reluctant to get involved when the government in India just keeps coming out and proposing new bans for crypto. So they don't want to get involved. But so what we are seeing in India is that even though all of these regulations are being put in place, and even though nothing has been officially banned, we are still seeing that younger investors are rushing into crypto faster than ever before, because it is just so much easier to invest in crypto than it is in gold. So a gold-rich country like India, it's just interesting to see the younger demographics are starting to get involved in crypto more, and it's interesting to see how much the market was able to increase from $200 million to $40 billion despite all these regulations in place. So imagine what would happen if they just said crypto is allowed. Crypto can be used as a form of payment. Imagine how high crypto would go in a country where there's over 1.3 billion people. And imagine how high crypto could go if it was actually accepted and people were all for it. Because right now, the government in India is not for crypto at all. They don't really want it. They've proposed a bunch of bans. So imagine how big the market could be for the entire crypto world if that 1.3 billion people population in India was all for crypto. We've already seen China, similar size country, has said nope, no to crypto. And if we see the same thing happen with India, could have negative impacts, because those are, between India and China combined, that is a massive portion of the entire population of the world. So if we see both of these countries ban crypto outright and not let people invest, well, that would be a problem. Right now, we don't see that with India. India has had a massive increase in investments, but still they are on the fence about banning crypto entirely. Next up is a major partnership with a crypto exchange, Crypto.com. Formula One officially came out and announced a major $100 million partnership with Crypto.com. This is a big deal. It's a big deal. It's supposed to be about a 5-year deal, and it's exciting to see because over the last couple of weeks, we have seen cryptocurrency exchanges get more and more involved in day-to-day life and get sponsorships with major sporting events, major teams. For example, we have seen that Tom Brady, Giselle, his wife, they've both agreed to a massive partnership with FTX Trading, which is a crypto exchange. Also, FTX has had a sponsorship deal with the MLB for umpires wearing the crypto exchange's logo. FTX also had a major partnership with the Miami Heat, and they renamed the American Airlines Arena, which is the Miami Heat's arena, to the FTX Arena. So what we are seeing is that FTX has been making major partnerships all across the board, and other cryptocurrency exchange are not wanting to get behind. And so with all these partnerships from FTX coming out, now Crypto.com, which they say have about 11 million users, they've came out and said that now they have a partnership. So it's exciting to see that FTX, Crypto.com, and many different exchanges are coming out with exciting new partnerships with organizations that are going to give them more exposure, and not just for those specific exchanges exposure, but crypto in general exposure. The thing that we like to see for crypto is that more and more people get involved in the crypto world. The one way that they're going to do that is by by companies having major partnerships with organizations and sporting events. Because imagine if every time you go to a baseball game, you see the FTX crypto investing logo on a logo. Every time someone watches a replay from a MLB game, they see that logo for FTX or crypto. That's great for the crypto world. If now every time people see Formula One races, if they see the Formula One Sprint Series race and they see the Crypto.com as being an official partner, that's great for crypto. Anytime that we see crypto getting more integrated into sporting events, more integrated into daily life, it's just like if you see something enough times, if it's like any sort of branding or marketing, if you see the name enough times, eventually subconsciously you might go check it out, you might go invest in it, you might go check it out, even if you weren't actively looking at it. Just imagine, like, so many times there are things that you may not remember with advertisements being logos on people's uniforms. Let's say for what sports do it? Like golf, let's say. Logos and patches that people might have on their bag, or for NASCAR, you could say the cars and what each sponsor is for each vehicle. But imagine if every single sporting event starts to have crypto partnerships. That's going to be huge because subconsciously it's going to get more people aware of crypto. And according to the CEO of crypto.com, he says they look forward to many years innovating together with F1. They're excited to partner with F1 also for the development for exclusive NFTs and connecting fans to the sport in a new and innovative way. So either way, very exciting stuff here in terms of partnerships with crypto exchanges. A couple more stories I do want to go over, but if you can, before we get into that, if you can, please be sure to like the stream. Let's see if we can get up to 100 likes. Someone says, can I add STEM Inc. to the ticker, please? I'm pretty sure STEM Inc. is already there. Let me see. STEM Inc. Is it on the ticker symbol on the bottom? Yeah, it's not there. I'll make sure to add it for our next video. We'll make sure to add that as well. UFC, someone said, look what's going on right now, people. Someone said boxing. Exactly. Floyd Mayweather wore something sponsoring Ethereum Classic, I believe. Good morning. Andrew, what's up? Octaviano, Alex, if you guys have any questions, just throw them in the chat. We'll talk about them at the end of the video. If you guys didn't catch earlier, we talked about the crypto app store with Coinbase. What is going on there? So I'll put timestamps down below for everything. And if you guys are just joining us, I always just title these videos cryptocurrency and Bitcoin news. I'm not trying to do anything crazy, not trying to do clickbait. I just want to keep it simple, straightforward titles because that's what we care about. That's what we care about here. If you guys appreciate just the simple, straightforward titles, let me know by liking the video because I can go back and just do the crazy titles like massive, insane Bitcoin price prediction, but that seems stupid to me. It seems just ridiculous. So I don't want to do that. We got a couple more stories to go over with Bitcoin. One quick thing with Dogecoin. Big news there. So let's get this video up to 500 likes. And if we can, we're going to bring Tugboat out. My dog Tugboat. But let's get on. So let's go on to what's going on with Bitcoin. If you haven't, please be sure to like the video. YouTube, ever since I did a video on Elon Musk and Dogecoin, our views have been all out of whack, especially with the live streams. So if you can, just like it. Anyways, let's get on to Bitcoin and BNY Mellon. So BNY Mellon, one of the oldest financial institutions in the US, has officially accepted Bitcoin and crypto. They allow people to buy and sell it. But the big news here is what is going on with one of their subsidiaries. Because even though BNY Mellon has officially said that people can buy and sell crypto, one of their subsidiaries called, what is it called? Insight Investment. One of their subsidiaries called Insight Investment, which is one of the largest global asset management companies with $1 trillion under management, came out and said, look, they're still not so sure about what they think about crypto. One of the head of the currency solutions firm said that she believes that Bitcoin may not be suitable for most institutional investors due to extreme volatility, low liquidity, governance issues, and environmental related risks. So basically, that's what all institutions have consistently said about Bitcoin, that they're not a big fan of Bitcoin because of energy consumption issues, that they're not a big fan of Bitcoin because of liquidity. There's not enough money in it for the big financial firms. Either way, though, what we're seeing is that despite the fact that they're saying they're skeptical about Bitcoin and crypto, they're still allowing people to buy and sell it. They're still allowing people to go ahead, buy and sell crypto. And that shows you how important it is moving forward, because even the institutions who are saying, look, we don't know how much we buy everything going on with Bitcoin and crypto, even though they're saying they don't know how much they really like it, they're still offering it. So that's something exciting to see, because despite all these risks that they say, in my opinion, they can all go away. Like environmental related risks, those can easily go away. You use more energy efficient methods for mining Bitcoin, mining Ethereum. It's very easy to do that. In terms of volatility, once more money gets involved, there's going to be a lot less volatility for crypto. A lot of these issues that they say are big issues for crypto in my opinion, are not big. Like, okay, yeah, I get it. There's extreme volatility now, but any new asset has extreme volatility. I get it. There's environmental related risks, but yeah, they're making it more efficient as we speak. Bitcoin miners are looking for more sustainable energy sources. They're already doing all of this and making it more efficient. So it's just going to be a matter of time before all of these issues that institutions have with Bitcoin are going to disappear completely. So, like, I think they believe that also because what the BNY Mellon already is invested in crypto. They offer crypto services. So even though they say they're not so sure about it, they still offer all these things. Another story I want to go over is what is going on with Dogecoin. If you like Dogecoin, you own Dogecoin, well then please be sure to like the video. But right now, crypto-friendly travel site officially is entering the US market, and it's doing so by saying that it's going to accept Dogecoin as a form of payment. You can see this is their website right here. Just it says, "Don't hodl Doge to the moon. Use it now to book travel experiences on Earth." Clever little line, they said. It's pretty clever, but we all know people who own Dogecoin are going to hold Dogecoin no matter what. But the German travel booking site Get Your Guide marked its a big announcement by moving into the US market just the other day. They announced this alongside of a new announcement that they're going to be accepting Dogecoin and other cryptos as a form of payment. This is a pretty big deal because this platform, it's a Berlin-based firm, travel booking firm. They have about 45 million plus tourists booked in 170 countries to date. They are a pretty large business. They offer, they're going to be offering activity, attraction, and tour bookings in major American destinations such as Hawaii, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Florida, New York, all over the US. And now what they said is that with more and more companies accepting Dogecoin, essentially they saw it as a great opportunity to enter the market. In April, the Bobby Hotel in Nashville, Tennessee began accepting Dogecoin and other crypto payments for overnight stays using BitPay. Airfare website Cheap Air, Latvian Airlines, all Air Baltic, Virgin Galactic, the Dallas Mavericks, all these companies have already announced they're accepting Dogecoin. And even though other travel firms, let's say like Expedia, stopped directly accepting Bitcoin in 2018, 700,000 Expedia Group hotels and accommodations have been available via booking platform Travala, which accepts 30 different cryptocurrencies since 2020. So the exciting thing to see here is that we're seeing more firms, more companies start to accept crypto, specifically Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Those are the three main ones for a lot of these firms right now. If they're using BitPay, well, there's about 30 other cryptos that they can accept. But it is exciting to see that this travel firm, Get Your Guide, it's a German travel booking firm. They said, look, we are entering the US market, and they thought that the best way to do this is by accepting Bitcoin and Dogecoin as a form of payment. They think Dogecoin is going to get a lot of people involved. What's up, John? John Miller. What's up, Sinu? I'm probably saying your name wrong. I'm sorry. What's up, Alex? Thank you. Octaviano, Swad, Carlos, Danny, what is up? Robinhood IPO. Yeah, we spoke about that the other day. Robinhood, big thing delaying Robinhood IPO right now is what's going on with their crypto wallet. What else? Throw something in the chat. Good, you like to travel. Yes, Rachel. But yeah, so right now with crypto, we are seeing all across the board, the market's down about 3%. We're at a $1.42 trillion market cap. Bitcoin's down 4.9%. Ethereum's down 4%. Binance Coin's down 7%. Dogecoin is down 10%. We've seen the market recover a bit over the last couple of days, which is a good sign. Like, we did see a bit of a flash crash as soon as all that information came out of China with cryptocurrency trading activities completely being banned, with crypto mining being banned. And the other thing that is good for crypto, even though we have seen even though we did see that flash crash, we saw it now bounce back up or consolidating. In addition to that, the other good news is that Bitcoin dominance right now, you can see the top of the screen, is at 45.9%. So it has gone down. When we saw the flash crash the other day, Bitcoin dominance went all the way up to 48 or 49%. We saw it go up extremely high, which whenever we see Bitcoin dominance go up, that's a sign that people are not feeling too great about the crypto world. It means that they're feeling pretty pretty bearish on the crypto world. So whenever we see Bitcoin dominance decrease, it means more people are getting involved with altcoins. More people are believing that crypto is going to enter a bull market. That's what always is the trend. Bitcoin dominance goes up when we enter a bear market. Bitcoin dominance goes down when we enter a bull market. So we'll see what happens right here, but that's what's going on with Bitcoin, the crypto world, specifically Coinbase, and the big announcement there. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's morning episode. If you did, please be sure to like the stream. Helps me out a lot, helps get these videos out to more people. We'll stay on a bit. If you guys get this video up to, let's say, 150 likes, I'll stay on for a couple more minutes, then we will stay on for a lot longer this morning. So if we can get it up to 150 likes, I will stay on. We'll just chill, talk about Bitcoin, talk about Dogecoin, talk about crypto. We'll give it like 5 minutes. We'll give it 5 minutes. I got a couple of stories to go over. So if by 9:50 a.m. Eastern time we get to 150 likes, we will stay on, talk more about what is going on with a couple of different crypto stories, and we'll talk about all your questions with what's going on with Robinhood, with what's going on with a couple of other things. What's up, Holly Gravy? What is up? You did make the stream today. You're catching it just at the end, but if we get to 150 likes, we will continue. We will continue the stream a bit longer. John Miller, what is up? Thank you, John. Mitchell, government may try and ban it someplace, but eventually it'll take over. It's one world currency. Yeah, so right now we are seeing all across. So yeah, guys, we got 5 minutes. If we get to 150, I will stay on. But right now we are seeing that crypto is getting to be a problem in a lot of countries around the world. Like we're seeing China, they banned cryptocurrency mining altogether. They banned crypto activities altogether as well. Nothing for crypto related in China has really been approved because they want to push their digital yuan. In addition to this, and the other thing going on with, sorry, I see a couple of questions. John Miller, yeah, we do have a Patreon, and we also have, we have Patreon. We also have public.com, which is completely free, and you can check that out as well. But so right now, all across the world, people are saying governments are banning crypto. And the reason they're doing this is because crypto is becoming bigger and bigger, and people are getting worried. That's why they're doing this. Previously, there weren't all these bans in place. Like China had put a lot of bans in place for crypto. But now we're seeing like hydropower plants are selling off all of their equipment because they're not coming back to China. China has made the decision that they don't want crypto. It's a big loss for them in terms of revenue, but they're going to focus on their digital yuan. They want to get that rolled out. And so we're seeing that they ban crypto. We see that the UK, there's dozens of cryptocurrency firms that are leaving the UK, withdrawing their applications because the UK is not so open to crypto as well either. They're making it very hard for cryptocurrency firms to be accepted, to be listed, and to do business in the UK. We're seeing Ontario, Canada. They banned Binance altogether the other day because of potential fraud issues and things like that. TSB Bank, which is in TSB Bank, which is in the UK, also banned its customers from sending money to cryptocurrency exchanges like Kraken, like Binance. So we're seeing all across the board that more and more countries, more firms are getting intimidated by what's going on with crypto. They're saying, look, what's going on in crypto right now is showing us that we can't control everything going on. It's showing them that with the crypto world, retail investors are getting much more interested. Institutional investors are getting much more interested. And because of this, central banks are getting worried, whether that's in China, whether that's in India, whether that's in the UK. All these different central banks and central organizations are getting worried because crypto is starting to become a much, much bigger player and becoming a threat for their currencies. That's why we're seeing the US hasn't put so many regulations in place on crypto, but we're seeing the US already talk about issuing their own central bank digital currency. And every single country in the world that is established is going to do the same exact thing. The only reason we saw El Salvador make Bitcoin legal tender is because what is going on with their country's own currency. The currency in El Salvador, like they use Bitcoin, they use the US dollar as like the basis for for their currency. They use the US dollar. They were like based on the US dollar. So now what's the problem if they use Bitcoin? Nothing, because they don't have their own currency anyways that a lot of people use. So it didn't hurt at all for them to use Bitcoin. It's just like saying, okay, instead of using the US dollar, which is already based on another country's government anyways, well, we might as well just use Bitcoin, because we already know a couple of policies that are in place. They already know that there's going to be 21 million Bitcoin. They already know Bitcoin halving is going to take place every so often, how much Bitcoin is mined every single year. So you already know all of that. So that's why countries that are more unstable, or countries that don't have the strongest currency, they're going to look towards Bitcoin and accepting crypto. Meanwhile, while countries like China, the US, countries in the UK, like Australia, we're seeing all these other countries come out and say, look, we have our own agenda with our own central bank digital currency, so we want to make sure that crypto doesn't get involved with that. And if you guys are just joining us, I'll extend this a bit more, but we need to get this at least to 150 likes. If we get to 150 likes, we'll say by 9:55 a.m. Eastern time, we will stay on. We'll talk about a couple of stories going on with crypto. We'll look at the charts a bit more. So if you can, please be sure to like the stream. Let's get it up to 150 likes. Helps me out a lot. Helps get these videos out to more people. So if you do want us to stay on, like it. If you don't want us to stay on, well, don't like it. Next up, I want to talk quickly about something going on with Australia and ETPs. So right now, a lot of people, if you aren't familiar, ETPs are exchange-traded products. Exchange-traded products are essentially, think of them like a way that institutions can easily invest in crypto. Because right now, institutions, because of regulation issues, and here I'm pulling up one thing. Because of regulation issues, it's not so easy for them to just invest in Cardano or invest in Ethereum. Like, yes, they can invest in Ethereum or Bitcoin through Grayscale Bitcoin Trust or Grayscale Ethereum Trust. But if they want to invest in things, let's say like Solana, Cardano, EOS, it's not so easy. We have seen that the first ever Solana ETP, exchange traded product, was listed on the Swiss stock exchange, but now we're seeing that Australian regulators have come out and said that they're looking for public input on crypto ETPs to see how they're going to move forward with them. What they said, and according to their official notice, they said that that they deem it necessary to consult widely in order to assess two key issues at stake on whether or not they should go ahead with crypto asset ETPs and if they should list those on the stock exchange. So in a paper released just this morning on June 30th, they said the two issues that they want to address are whether these products can meet existing expectations for ETPs, including whether crypto assets are appropriate underlying assets, whether crypto assets can be reliably priced, and how crypto assets should be classified with respect to underlying asset rules, and B, how product issuers can ensure these products are compliant with the regulatory framework, including with respect to custody, risk management, and disclosure. They said at this point, in our view, the only crypto assets that are likely to satisfy these factors are Bitcoin and Ethereum. So basically what they're talking about is it seems like institutions, retail investors want ETPs, exchange traded products, to be listed where they want ETPs to be listed on the stock exchange so institutions and retail investors can invest easily into like Cardano, Solana, EOS, Polygon. Because right now, for example, institutions, like they said right here, really are only investing in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Mostly institutions are only investing in Bitcoin. This will change over time, but the way this is going to change over time is as we start to see, first of all, Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs get approved in the US, and also all of these exchange traded products listed in the US and in Australia. So it's interesting to see that recently, like we have seen ETPs listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange, we've seen ETPs listed on the Swiss Stock Exchange, and these are just like ways that institutions can get involved in Cardano, get involved in smaller altcoins rather than just Bitcoin and Ethereum. We got one more minute, guys. If we get this to 150 likes within the next 1 minute, we will stay on here and we'll continue talking about a couple of other stories going on with crypto. Just hang out, relax, talk about crypto world, look at the charts, look at anything you guys want to talk about. If we don't get to 150, that's fine, but we'll just probably shut off the stream for a bit, post some more videos on the channel. So if you guys want to just hang out for a bit, just let me know by liking the video. If we get up to 150, we will stay. Someone says, Tugboat tells me what to do. He definitely does. Sir Tugboat is the boss around here. He dictates what goes on. He does. It's true. It is definitely true. Let's see, what are we at? We're at 137. We got 1 minute left, guys. Where if we get to 150, because it's still 9:55 a.m., so I'll give it a little bit more time. Tugboat, Tough Jimmy. Yes, I think will too. I love the app and use it, so I'm a fan. Duolingo go public, but I think it'll be quite successful. What's up? What's up? Jet Savage 23. What is up? Do you think that we will go into a bear market? We'll talk about that. So we need to get 11 more likes, guys. If we get to 150, we're gonna stay on. I got a couple more stories that we definitely can go over. But we're just hanging out. I'm giving it like a minute more. If we get it, we got a minute more. If we do get it to that, we'll stay on for sure. Do you think it is the right time to buy Doge? So Doge had the big announcement today with that major travel firm, German-based travel firm, where they're officially allowing people to pay with Dogecoin. So there's a lot of news coming out with Dogecoin recently. They have a big thing with the fee proposal and the change with the fees for Dogecoin. So me personally, obviously Dogecoin is very risky. Oh, if I go off, Robert, you're going to take back your like. Well, then it's just going to make it so we don't stay on. We're at 142. Come on, guys. We can get to 150. I'm getting a couple more stories prepared because I'm expecting we'll get it to 150. Getting a couple of things just up here while... What do you think about Shiba Inu? I don't invest in Shiba Inu. It's a meme coin. I don't want to be involved with it. Can it go up? Yeah, definitely can, especially with Elon Musk tweeting recently. Every time he tweets about Shiba Inu dog or Dogecoin, both Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, it seems like their prices are pretty closely tied together in terms of price movements. When we see one go up, the other goes up significantly. Boom. Okay, we got it there, guys. We got it there. We're going to stay on. We're going to keep this going. So right now, let's talk about something going on with China. So a lot of people are talking about China and how the crackdown on Bitcoin mining in China is actually benefiting miners all across the world. First of all, because as soon as we saw Bitcoin miners in China leave, what we saw is that as soon as they left China, they're selling off all of their equipment, like we talked about that earlier. They're selling off all their hydropower. They're selling off hydropower plants, entire plants altogether. So as soon as we started to see that happen, we saw that the hash rate fell significantly for Bitcoin. And the difficulty, how difficult it is for Bitcoin to be mined, that number was adjusted, which makes it a lot easier for everyone else to mine Bitcoin. So while all the miners were leaving China, miners who for Bitcoin all across the world were benefiting from this. Miners in Texas, in Florida, in El Salvador, in Latin America, in Canada, in the UK, all these other crypto miners were benefiting significantly from this because they had less competition. We are going to see all the crypto miners from China move elsewhere, but for the time being, we are seeing that it's making a lot more economic sense for companies to mine Bitcoin, because even though the price of Bitcoin has dropped a little bit, it has dropped, the thing to keep in mind is that there's a lot less competition right now. The difficulty has been adjusted to make it easier to mine Bitcoin. And now all these firms, for example, the president of Bitfarms, which mines primarily in Quebec, he says, we are now mining more Bitcoin on a daily basis than we were before without doing anything different, without adding any more machines. And he said, ultimately, that because of what's going on in China, any company that mines Bitcoin elsewhere in the world, they're able to mine more Bitcoin by doing zero more work. They're doing no work at all more. They bought no more equipment, yet they're able to make more money. So it's helping out a lot of different crypto mining companies all across the world. Eventually, we will see this go back up, especially as crypto miners in China move elsewhere. They're already looking at places like Texas and Florida and El Salvador in the UK. So we'll see that continue to change over time. But at this very moment, Bitcoin mining companies that are still operational, that aren't in China, are making a lot more money than previously. In addition to this, other thing going on with Bitcoin is Bitcoin set a record second quarter in terms of the price drop. We had a 40% drop in price in the second quarter of this year. Not a great thing to have a record for. You know what? It's just not a great thing to have a record for. Bitcoin prices have dropped from about $60,000, $65,000 per coin all the way down to $30,000 per coin. And things for Bitcoin right now, even though it is one of the worst months one of the worst quarters in history for Bitcoin, things are actually looking fairly decent. Really, they are. Things are looking fairly decent for Bitcoin because what we have seen is Bitcoin's prices bounce back strong. We're at $34,752 per coin. Let's refresh the page just to confirm that. Okay, $34,673 per coin. And what we're seeing is, we spoke about this earlier, but the two indicators that I want to look at are the 50-day and the 100-day moving average on the 4-hour chart. So we look at the moving average on the 4-hour chart, 100-day. Let's pull that one up. 100-day. Boom. And 4-hour chart. We passed it. We rose above it yesterday. We broke above it. So important, if we want to enter a bull market, we'll need to see it break above this 100-day moving average on the 4-hour chart and sustain above it for a while. We did break back down below. You can see when we zoom in. So important would be if we can sustain above that, which is right around 35,000. So if we could stay above 35,000, then that would be a great sign for crypto that we are entering a bull market sooner than people think. If we see it continue to remain below it, well, that would not be a great sign. People say Coinbase is cheap, it's user-friendly. The thing with Coinbase is, yes, Coinbase is user-friendly, but I wouldn't say it's cheap, because Robinhood, you could buy crypto. You could buy not all cryptos, but you could buy Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum Classic. You could buy quite a handful of cryptos on Robinhood with zero commission. I get it that there isn't a crypto wallet where you can send it elsewhere, but they're working on that. And despite all of that going on, there's still zero commission for crypto. So when you say Coinbase is cheap, I would argue that they're not cheap at all, because they do have high commission fees for trading crypto. And if you want to day trade, especially, I don't day trade, but people who are making a lot of trades, Coinbase is really terrible because the fees are very, very high. They are very high. But either way, though, the announcement from Coinbase, which we did speak about earlier, the announcement about them potentially creating an app store for crypto would be huge. That's what they need, because the commission fees for crypto trading are going to go away. It's inevitable. We saw this with the stock market, all the stock exchanges. As soon as Robinhood came out with zero commission trading, we saw all these other companies have to release zero commission trading as well. So it's just going to be a matter of time when we see that happen for stock market as well. Let me take a look at... A couple people are asking about Dogecoin, right? So we'll talk about Dogecoin real quick. Right now, Dogecoin's price is sitting... Let's take a look. Dogecoin. That's the news we went over earlier. What's this? Million Doge Disco launches with Dogecoin millionaire gifting 1 million Dogecoin in augmented reality. Interesting. So right now, the Million Doge Disco, which is an augmented reality mobile game, which enables players to earn exclusive, interactive, non-fungible tokens in Dogecoin with the game, is announcing that it's going to launch globally in beta on July 3rd, 2021. So that's in just a couple of days. Interesting. And they go on to explain how right now since Dogecoin's price has risen dramatically over the last year from about a penny all the way up to 70 cents at one point. Now it's right around 30. Right now it's right around 20 to 25 cents per coin. Now what they're saying is that with all of this demand, we are seeing companies and more firms use Dogecoin to grow their business. We saw, like we spoke about earlier. Where is it? This travel site called Get Your Guide. On their website, when you look at Get Your Guide, right now it says, don't hodl your Doge to the moon. Use it now to book travel experiences on Earth. So we're seeing all these different companies come out and say that they are going to be either launching in the US, and they're doing this launch in the US simultaneously with Dogecoin. So we saw the Million Doge Disco, which is the augmented reality mobile game, and we also saw that this firm called Get Your Guide both announced their launch at the same time as they announced something with Dogecoin. So it's exciting. That's interesting to see that people are using Dogecoin to get more people involved and excited about a product. The launch will be celebrated with a free virtual decentralized dance party on July 3rd, at which the time Dogecoin from the paper wallet will begin to be distributed. They said you could sign up here. So they're giving away 1 million Dogecoin. Interesting. They said it's a Pokemon Go styled game, augmented reality game that is accessible from any smartphone. And what they said is 1 million Dogecoin and other digital NFT artifacts will be scattered across the globe. Each player will earn a Tamagotchi style interactive Disco Doge NFT or Dojagachi that you can dance with in augmented reality, receive daily Dogely wisdom from, and use to collect Dogecoin and other rewards. Sounds pretty interesting. I think it'll probably be pretty successful in the Dogecoin community, for sure. Ren. Thank you, Ren. Right now, let's take a look here. Just spam the chat with any crypto or any stock that you guys want me to talk about, because we will stay on a bit longer, because I did say that if we got to 150, and we did. So we'll stay on a bit longer just talking about what's going on. If not, we could always talk about the stock market a bit. Doja Cat. Elon Musk came out the other day and tweeted about Doge. He said that everyone should support the new Doge protocol upgrade. Elon Musk, Dogecoin. We're going to head over there. Elon Musk, pulling that up. Here we go. Elon Musk. Let's see, is there any news here? Elon Musk, has he said anything about crypto? He did say about Dogecoin the other day that everyone should support the Dogecoin protocol upgrade. No, nothing for Dogecoin. It was his birthday the other day. He spoke about himself getting a Doge, like a dog, naming it Floki. He did say that. The last thing that he talked about with Dogecoin was when the Dogecoin co-creator tweeted happy birthday to him, and he liked it. Other than that, we haven't seen too much come from Elon Musk and Dogecoin recently. But we'll see. ADA. The big news with ADA, which we spoke about the other day, was with what was going on with Charles Hoskinson talking with El Salvador. Also what was going on with the staking and the wallet addresses. Someone says Germany lost Lowe's. Quit? Huh? I'm confused. Germany news? I don't know what's going on with Germany and crypto. We can take a look at it. But so, first of all, ADA. Someone asked about Cardano. So right now, Cardano, the big stories that have come out here, we spoke about this the other day. But the big thing with Cardano is that they just surpassed 650,000 staking addresses. In addition to this, the other big story here is that Charles Hoskinson, the co-creator of Cardano, has come out and said that he's in talks with El Salvador to potentially reach an agreement where Cardano could be integrated into day-to-day life, and where Cardano could be, because El Salvador already has made Bitcoin legal tender, so they said Cardano, what they could do with Cardano is make Cardano be backing more of aspects of the economy. It could be used for purchases, not just for purchases, but for, let's say, for schooling systems, like they do in Ethiopia. Right now, Cardano is used in the education system in Ethiopia, where they gave each and every single student a blockchain-based ID where they can track their academic performance. In addition to that, so they're talking with El Salvador to potentially be there, which would be huge. They also have their recent upgrade, the Alonzo Blue, which officially confirmed that smart contracts are able to be used on Cardano's network, which is exciting as well. So Cardano has a lot of major announcements coming out recently. What I do like about Cardano is that Charles Hoskinson actively seeks out new partnerships. They're actively seeking out new partnerships for their platform, which I do like a lot. Someone keeps asking about Germany. Let's see if there's anything going on. Germany, crypto. Here we go. I see what you're saying. Boom. There we go, guys. Coinbase officially approved to enter German cryptocurrency market. So Coinbase, which is a US-based company, one of their strategies actually, which we spoke about earlier, one of their strategies is actually to increase their international presence, because they said right now that they have been focusing primarily on the US and a little bit on the UK and EU, but mostly on the US. So they said what they're trying to do now is they're trying to flip this approach by shipping more products in international markets on day one, trying to get things rolled out internationally as soon as they get it in the US. So that's what's going on with Coinbase, and it seems like they're actually doing that because now they're trying to get listed and get rolled out in more and more countries. According to the announcement from Coinbase, they said Coinbase Germany will launch in the coming weeks to serve both new and existing German customers more effectively, including by localizing our service and increasing our product offering. They're currently increasing their German customer support team, and that they've been working closely with BaFin for months prior to obtaining the license. But they've officially received approval to enter the market, and that should happen within the next couple of days. Probably within the month of July, we should see it officially listed and officially operational there. But they said right now they did receive approval for their cryptocurrency license in Germany. So that's exciting. Check out SGO. Aquago. We can look at that. Coinbase definitely has a lot going for it in the future. Make sure you guys keep putting stuff in the chat. Right now, what is Bitcoin at? We'll refresh this page. Bitcoin's still hovering right below 35,000. It's right at like 34,700. It's nice to see Ethereum back above 2,000, honestly. Because like Ethereum the other day, for about a week or so, was below $2,000 per coin. Oh yeah, staking ETH on Coinbase. We spoke about that yesterday, Holly Gravy. But what we saw with staking Ethereum on Coinbase, I don't know if you guys got the notification, but it said for a lot of people, me included, that you could stake your ETH on Coinbase officially as ETH 2.0. You get like 5% APR, I think, and that, you know, when you stake Ethereum, it's locked up for a given amount of time. You can't get money back. But if you're trying to stake your Ethereum, it now is available on Coinbase. Neo's doing well today again. I'll probably do a video on them again. Tough Jimmy, should I do a video on Neo? I was gonna do one yesterday, but do you think we should go over? You think we should go over Neo again today in a video later? Yeah. We did just speak about Germany. We spoke about Germany with Coinbase. Dogecoin's at 24 cents. Polkadot's at $15. Everything's down today. Is down. Cool. We'll do it. It'll be the next video. I'll post that a little later. I had one plan that I wanted to do yesterday. What's Neo doing today? Let's take a look at that real quick. Okay, yeah, Neo's up 5% today. Officially broke past 50. Let me pull that up. Up 4.6%. In order for Bitcoin to reach new highs again, we'll have to see it drop. We'll have to see it break above the 100-day moving average on the 4-hour chart and continue its way up. So we need to see some sort of positive catalyst come out. Right now, it's just been a lot of negative news with crypto surrounding what's going on with China, what's going on with the UK, bans being placed on Binance. There's been a lot of fear. Not really too much great news has come out recently. So that's the problem. We need to see some positive catalyst come out for the crypto world, because so far nothing has been too great recently. So I think we're gonna probably head off right now. We covered a lot. I don't really have anything else to say for crypto, so I don't want to just stay on here and just sit. I'd rather get you guys a video on like Neo, Palantir, something with the crypto market in general. So I think that's what we're going to do. I'll head off, get those videos out to you guys. Make sure you have your post notifications on. It says only 10% of people have their post notifications on. So if you can, make sure to turn those on. I'm going to get a couple more videos out to you guys in a bit. Put anything in the chat that you want to talk about, and I'll make sure to get something out there. But I don't want to just sit here and, you know, waste anyone's time. I'd rather get something out more. So hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I'll see you in a bit. We'll post a video very, very shortly. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Hope you have a